So, greetings. Welcome back to my returning guests and viewers, and welcome in to my new ones. In this video, I wanted to have a quick conversation around the value of proximity when it comes to opportunities. This video is going to be pretty brief but value-packed, so I want you guys to stay to the end because I want to paint a picture for you to help you start making better moves with your time, your social circles, and your information sources. So, proximity to opportunities. One of the most valuable, if not the most valuable center point to financial success is really timing. Not necessarily timing as in trying to jump in and out at the right time. Yes, there's a dynamic of that, but more timing as in catching things at the right time and riding them up. And so when you think about investments, really the ideal goal when you're buying real estate, for instance, is making money when you buy by buying a property at a healthy discount compared to where it's projected to be in the years to come. Stocks are pretty much the same thing. Stocks are most attractive when companies are the least expensive and there's proof of upward trajectory. When you're in the career field and trying to figure out a career, or you're already in a career and you're looking to get with the right company or get into the right industry, part of that is timing. You could be getting into a dying industry, or you can be getting into a good industry and getting with a dying company. It's really about timing. And timing is really going to be dictated by proximity. And this is where the magic can happen. So I was watching a video recently, and as a new upcoming content creator, I was really intrigued by the concept of, YouTube hosting its conference that it hosts on an annual basis in June, I believe, and it's been doing so since like 2011. The video was talking a little bit more about where things are headed for the content creation space and stuff like that. But in the midst of it, they used the YouTube conference as kind of the basis of the growth of the industry. And what really stole me about that video was I'm sitting back as a new content creator thinking, damn, I didn't even realize YouTube existed in 2011, right? By the time you even realize these things are in existence, they are on a massive upward trajectory already. It doesn't mean opportunity isn't there. I'm clearly here on YouTube right now, and the channel is growing exponentially. At the time of this recording, this channel is barely 2 months old and it's growing very well. So it's not about missing the boat right now when it comes to content creation. More what I'm pointing out right now is, had I been in closer proximity to these types of ideas and these types of opportunities, how much sooner could I have gotten into content creation as a financial services professional? I've had this knowledge and skill set for years now. And so there's no better opportunity than yesterday other than today. So here I am now, but it begs the question, where would I be if I had known about this sooner? Proximity is essential because I look back on my life in 2011 and think I was nowhere near a social circle, or a source of information that would have made YouTube in that early stage relevant to me. I literally didn't even know it existed at the time. And this is where I want to go with you guys in this conversation really quickly, because many of you, if you're clearly watching this channel, you're watching this type of content, you're very interested in leveling up your finances. You're very interested in the strategies, tactics, and the mindset needed to become successful. And this is as tangible as it's going to get. You need to start working on the improvement of your proximity, because it's not going to make a lot of sense. It's not going to hold a lot of value for you if you're working hard, saving capital, building your credit, getting access to more capital, if you can't find the right opportunities and the right timing to get into those opportunities. So what is an example of what I'm talking about? Let's hypothetically think if I were socially better interwoven into maybe my the industry that I'm in as a financial services professional, as a banker, right? And a major industrial, like economic shift is coming, or shifting the industry, like fintech companies, for instance, is coming. And I'm close enough to the center where that information is growing from, the source of that information, than where I was at the time 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 years ago, where I was nowhere near. I'm working in the industry, but I'm paying no attention to these more underground but prominent information sources where this kind of information is breaking out early. So just imagine being really close to Silicon Valley 10 or 15 years ago, when Facebooks, YouTubes, TikToks, and all these different companies were coming to fruition, and they were looking for investors, or you as a business owner had a skill set that could plug into these major platforms and their birth and in their inception. So what I'm trying to get through to you guys is many of you are looking for new opportunities. And when I can tell you from a financial services professional, working with investors, and now being more mature and spending much more of my time around primary data sources instead of secondhand and third-hand data sources. By the time you get this thing from an Instagram post or sometimes YouTube videos, this information is dated, or it's just been out there at a point in time where things become saturated, or it's not the opportunity it once was. Proximity to the proper sources of information and the proper social networks gives you the opportunity to get in on opportunities way before they get hot. That's where real money is made. That's where real opportunities are born. Whether that's an investor or as a business owner looking to plug your business, your ideas, or your value into something that's going to grow large in the future. So the opportunities are still very robust. It's still very early for a lot of these opportunities. You guys need to be functioning around how to get better proximity to this kind of information, to these resources. You need to be figuring out what it is you're trying to be doing. If you're an investor, you have capital, and you're looking to try to find these companies, you need to start doing your research. How do I get closer to the birth of these companies? When they're fresh, when they're looking for investors, when they're looking for eyeballs, and the opportunity and the upside is unlimited. If you're an investor in real estate, you need to be looking for the real estate trend. Where's commercial real estate going right now? Where's mixed use going? Where's the residential market going? Where's Airbnb in the short-term rental space going? Are these opportunities saturated? Are they dated? Or are they just building up? Land hacking. If you're a business owner, then you need to be figuring out what skills you have. When platforms like YouTube are coming into fruition, obviously the opportunity is still abundant. But imagine being a video editor, or somebody that did video production or anything of that matter in 2011, 2012, 2013, in the early inceptions when content creating was just being born. Imagine being in position with your skill set back then and where you might be now 8 to 10 years later. You need to be thinking about those opportunities right now for the next 8 to 10 years. That's all we can do. So I wanted to bring this conversation to you because this was eye-opening for me. And I wanted to bring it to you because I know that those of you who take action on this concept and apply it and start finding out, okay, I'm not close enough to the source of this information and I'm missing out on timing, and that means I'm missing out on money. Those of you who are going to take action around this are going to see tremendous growth, because at that point in time, your hard work, your hard-earned capital is getting a much better opportunity to go to work for you with proper timing and upside potential. This is JP for Blueprint for Prosperity. Checking out. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want y'all to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.